Hope everyone's doing well. My name is EQ. If you haven't been to the channel before, welcome to Stonkoholics. So today we're going to be going over Chia Network. Thank you to Yemit for bringing this to my attention. Shout out to Yemit. Thanks for everything you've done for the group. Appreciate you. If you want to help us decide what the next video is going to be, join our Discord. I'm going to throw a free link at the bottom so you can join our family. Before we get into everything, if you could take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff, that would be greatly appreciated. Now, Chia Network is currently ranked 2500, so it's really low, sitting at 276 million market cap. Now, make sure to keep in mind that this is not verified, but this is just a self-reported market cap. Same with the self-reported supply, 865 million so far, and they have a total supply of 21 million. So when you see this kind of stuff, it means that it is a relatively new project. Looking at this chart, you can see the actual public release date was on the 3rd of May. That was the first release day. This project has been out since 2017, but they didn't become public or actually release anything until this year. And from there, price was released around 1500, dropped down to 500, shot up to around 1600, and made its way down, hopefully finding a floor, but we don't know yet. We'll see what happens with that. Their website's very basic. It's a new blockchain and smart transaction platform that's easier to use, more efficient, and secure. So it was created by the inventor of BitTorrent, Bram Cohen. It implements the first new Nakamoto consensus algorithm since Bitcoin in 2008. It uses proofs of space and time to replace energy-intensive proofs of work, which we're going to go over a little bit. So you can see they just released their business white paper not too long ago. They are doing farming rewards, so we'll go over the difference between mining and farming, which is the difference between the proof of work and the proof of space and time. It's as easy as downloading the mainnet, installing the blockchain, downloading the source code, and then you'll be able to take advantage of the Chia farming. So before we get into it, let's see what proof in space and time is. It's a cryptographic technique where approvers show that they allocate unused hard drive space for storage space. In order to be used as a consensus mechanism, proof of space must be tied to proof of time. POT ensures that block times have consistency in between them and increases the overall security of the blockchain. And to break it down even more, proof of space can be thought of as a way to prove that you are keeping some storage unused on the hard drive. Users of the Chia blockchain will seed unused space on their hard disk by installing software which stores a collection of cryptographic numbers on the disk into plots. Then these users are called farmers. When the blockchain broadcasts a challenge for the next block, the farmers are going to scan their plots to see if they have the hash that is closest to the challenge. A farmer's probability of winning a block is the percentage of the total space that a farmer has compared to the entire network. And on the other side of it, proof of time requires a small period of time to pass between blocks. Proof of time is implemented by a verifiable delay function that takes a certain amount of time to compute, but is very fast to verify. The key idea of a VDF is that they require sequential computation, and since having many parallel machines does not yield any benefit, electricity waste is minimized. There will likely be relatively few VDF servers, as the fastest ones will always finish first, and it only takes one fast hour in fair Time Lord on the network to complete a block and move the chain forward. So compared to other cryptos, Chia has significantly better security due to its decentralized blockchain. Its programmable language is powerful, easy to audit, which is really good, just in case that does have to come about for SEC reasons or anything like that. And it's secure, will unlock the security, transparency, and ease of use that cryptocurrencies promise. Chia is also adopting more modern cryptographic tools to enable richer smart transaction capabilities. So now before we jump in and say that we're all going to download Chia, shout out to Lee in our Discord group for bringing this to my attention. Vancy the man, thank you for everything. It's important to note that a lot of people are seeing their SSD cards die from farming on Chia. So we always like to play devil's advocate. It is a great project, but here are the current downsides. Now, from what I've heard as well, they could be working on these things and fix the bugs and so on and so forth. But I just want to address the issue while we're talking about the project. This is essentially talking about how they're arguing that it's much better than proof of work, but just because that it is going to be faster and easier, the potential to burn out solid-state drives at a rapid pace is higher due to the constant writing demands on them. So the average consumer-grade 512 gigabyte drive can be killed in as 40 days during the Chia farming process, with a 1 terabyte SSD extending to around 80 days, and a 2 terabyte doubling that further to 160 days. And the reason why they burn out is due to built-in endurance capabilities. Now, because it is writing so much information, it's going to burn out these hard drives. Now, the good thing is that there is a company called Team Group that created a drive that was specifically designed for Chia farming and backed with a 12-year warranty. If you're considering farming Chia, definitely consider looking into this SSD drive for that specific reason. Instead of only lasting a little bit of time, you can get a 12-year warranty out of it. And like all other computer parts, because Chia jumped over 50% when this article was written, it drove up the prices of hard drives and so on and so forth, making it harder to get some of these products. From what it seems like, there are new SSDs and stuff that you can buy that are specific for Chia, so if it's something you're interested in long term, definitely look into making that investment. Now we're going to look at the chart. We don't have any lines yet, so let's do that. Alright, so let's zoom in on this a little bit more. You see that we did break the floor from when we broke the price originally. Thank God it didn't plummet like ICP did. RIP to ICP. Hopefully it'll be back soon. But we can see on here, this was the original floor at around 560. That broke down. Price did drop all the way to 206, and that's where we were able to get a little bit of support. Now we've been on this downtrend for a while now, showing a couple signs of wanting to break out, but we have consistently been holding on the resistance part of this going down. Now we finally touched the support line for this bottom floor, and it looks like price is starting to break out a little bit or potentially start to move out of this downtrend, so we can see price start to move up again. Now if our high is around 1700, let's call it fair at 1600, you're talking about a little bit over 5 times move just to test the all-time high on this project. And then once you break out of there, there's really no ceiling. We can see that price at some point did get to 2500, so that's a nice little jump. If Chia wants to continue, if Chia wants to finally break out of here and continue moving up. Now keep in mind, this line is going to be a major SR flip area, so this will probably hit as a resistance or something like that before it holds the support on top and starts to break up. And just looking at the coin market cap again, in terms of long-term growth, you're only talking about a $276 million market cap. 10 times move would be a $3,000 project, and that's only putting it at $2 billion market cap. That wouldn't even be in the top 50 when the market comes back. So if this is a project that you think can get into the top 25, the top 10, it can easily do it 10, 20 times. You're talking about a nice little move of price from $316 to a little over $3,000, potentially up to $6,000 per token. So all in all, if you're looking for a low market cap project with a lot of potential, Chia is there. Now we like to go about usability and stuff like that. Proof of work sucks, so if they're going to replace proof of work with proof of space and time, and it's actually efficient, and they have SSDs that are working, that aren't burning, this is going to be a really good project to look into going to the future. And this technically was their first bull cycle, because they were created in 2017 but weren't actually public or doing anything until 2021. So it's still a very new project, and we're looking forward to see what Chia can bring to the table. And that about wraps up this video. Hope everyone has an amazing day.